little take
I saw a
question.
comment about that. Imagine how the league would have been scared seeing KD just pop out with a Warriors jersey.
The Warriors, bro, that would have been crazy.
Like imagine
bro.
just a new season.
Like
just see
just KD Warriors.
I would be
Curry.
I would be hurt. Like I was already
I'd be
hurt. So
scared.
imagine if I was like,
seeing
okay.
like the Miami Big Three, like stuff like that. would be
Random.
crazy.
We busy, 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 we busy. That bitch so pretty, got a mean girl just like Lindsay. Said she fucking with me, making drives across the city. Swear this shit can get too litty. Pushing be like Diddy, you ain't B-boy, who you kidding? At the top, I see you there. In LA, I see you there. At the space, I see you there. Texas State, I see you there. I know y'all go crazy, y'all be turning up in the square. Take another pill and we get turned up just by anywhere. Hit you in and say yeah, just to see if there's a feeling.
Yo, it's 3-Man Weave. You already know who it is. It's Los. I'm gonna be around here a little while more. We got ZD and CJ in the building as well. Of course, you already know them.
Hello, everybody.
We got our hosts.
Yep,
So
of course.
we're gonna get to it.
ZD, CJ in the building.
We got some things to talk about, some free agency. We got our top 10 small forwards, and we got some other stuff. But I'm gonna let
Before we
CJ.
get into that, yeah, I appreciate y'all for listening and watching the last podcast. We really do appreciate the love. That was Los' second episode, and I think we've kind of ZD and I kind of just came as a collective and was like, I think
Man, it
Los
was
should be
natural,
the-
yeah, for sure. Like
should
he's
be the
really into
third one.
hoops, and he's contributing in a big way for
Yeah,
sure.
and
So it's
he
been
knows
awesome.
what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get him on just to kind of be the third guest and or the 3-man weave,
Yeah.
and then sometimes if he can't make it, it's all good and
It'll be the regulars.
Yeah, well, it'll just be us, and then if anybody else wants to get on and just let us know. Like I said, hit us up. But yeah, welcome back. This is episode 7. Like Los was saying, we're gonna be talking about some of other free agent stuff that's been happening since the last. Well, I mean, we just recorded yesterday, so today's Monday. But I mean, obviously y'all don't know that. But just some free agent stuff, some news that's been going on, and then we'll get into our top small forwards of this past season, and then we also have some questions that ZD's been writing in our little notes that we kind of look at throughout the week and kind of just have some topics to discuss.
Yeah.
So I guess ZD, if you want to,
Yeah, for sure. I'll kick it off
kick
and
it off,
also
yeah.
say, I guess this will drop after July 4th too. So
Yeah.
hope you guys, stay safe.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
having
happy
fun.
July
Enjoy
4th,
that.
yeah.
So happy July 4th.
July,
Yeah, happy
y'all.
July 4th. But I guess I'll just get right into it with the free agency stuff. Today was kind of, I'd say this was like kind of expected for me. I don't know about y'all too, but for sure, like, Ant, I guess, re-signed for 5 years. What was it? 260 million.
Well deserved.
So I think, for me, first thoughts initially, I think it's well deserved, and honestly, I think this just shows that the Timberwolves are willing to go in Ant's direction, and they agree that he's probably the next franchise
that
player.
dude, yeah.
I don't really see a reason why the Timberwolves would defer that reason. Ant's kind of shown that he's the alpha on that team. I'm sure y'all can agree.
Yeah, he's a
and
dog.
I feel like he just deserves that money.
He
man.
was a top 5 shooting guard this
Yeah,
past season
bro.
for me. So.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like he's just a dog, so that was really cool to see as well. And then like there's also some other stuff. I think that Tyrese Maxey was in some trade rumblings, but I guess those got shut down pretty quick, bro. I guess he's untouchable, which honestly I would say he's untouchable too. If I were a GM, I don't really think I would trade Maxey for anybody because he's young. He was kind of on the guard list as well. He made the bottom of the list, but he's still one of the better guards in the NBA. I feel like just for the age that he's at, I think I agree with this. I don't really think you need to be trading like Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
With his skill set, like especially like I keep saying, he's just young.
Yeah.
He's still got a long ways to go, plenty of potential. So it was just saying that essentially Brian Windhorst like had reported that he was untouchable, and honestly, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I agree with that completely as well. I mean, he's just one of those players where he's a difference maker,
Yeah,
you
for
could
sure.
go in there and anytime and just get some instant buckets,
Yeah.
play some good defense.
No, yeah, for sure.
Facilitate. I mean, he's like an undersized too, right? Like
Yeah,
he's a
for
shooting
sure.
guard, obviously, because
He's a
James
shooting guard
is there,
on the
but-
Sixers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be a point guard in
anywhere else.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I
but
was
just
thinking
like
as well,
because
just
of the
James.
situation.
Yeah. So I mean, the fact that he's able to kind of be a dual guard as well.
Yeah,
kinda
bro.
play off the
It's really
dribble
beneficial
and
for them.
off the ball and stuff.
And like
So-
the Sixers are good too. Like like they don't really have a reason to try to shake up that roster. But yeah, I think obviously these free agency little like rumblings happen literally today.
Yeah.
So that's why we're kind of talking about it right now.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll kind of spin right into it. Like my next thing was
Yeah, go
I
for
was
it.
really gonna see if you guys really think that they're gonna trade Dame soon. That was kind of my next question
Let's
that I
ask
had for you
the-
guys.
So I think it's depending on trading Tyler Hero, because Tyler Hero's a big part of the Heat culture right now. Pat Riley really likes him, so he really wants to keep him on the team. And also is who's that third team that's involved in the trade, because it's gonna have to be like a 3-team deal. To send Dame to Miami. So that's really what it depends. I think I've seen that Dame's preferred destination. He wants to be traded to Miami.
Yeah. What you think about that, bro?
I'll trade anyone for Lillard, yo. We need
Man.
that's Dame. A lineup of Dame, Butler, and Bam, and then you build a team around that. I want to see that.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. I agree
Yeah.
with that. I mean,
That's like probably like Western Conference Finals every year,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, bro.
Maybe potentially even finals every year.
Yeah, that's
you
the
know?
finals. That's the
Yeah.
finals contender
Especially
right
with
there.
like the amount of like undrafted talent that y'all
Yeah,
always
the
find,
Heat always like can build a good team.
Yeah.
Really well coached. I feel like if we get like some good 3-and-D players to like put around that second unit, see who sticks around.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they can do a lot.
Yeah,
For
Yeah,
sure.
no, I'm a.
I want to see it.
I
I
wanna
want to
see
see
it
it.
too.
Nah, for sure.
But I don't know if it's actually gonna happen, bro. Like, I mean, obviously, like you said, there has to be another team involved. So it's like, what team is gonna do that? I don't know. Like, because what are they? They're wanting to trade with each other, but is it they need more assets? Is that why?
Yeah, that's probably why. Because I did see some rumors that it was like depending on
because like y'all
what
don't
their
really have that
team-
much assets, right?
Yeah, they've been clearing cap space, so they've
Yeah.
been getting cap space, but I think it might be more to like match Damien's contract, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. I also think like teams are reluctant to send Dame to Miami, bro.
Yeah, I mean, why
Yeah.
would
It's
they
like
want
you
to?
don't want to help. You don't want to
You
help
don't
the
wanna
Heat.
help
that
That's what a lot of people
Literally
don't think about
barely
as
just-
well.
yeah.
Like, obviously you're wanting to look out.
almost won the finals, or like
Yeah.
they definitely got there for sure and shocked
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Yeah,
so.
but I feel like that's also with every other team that could trade for Dame. Like, let's say the Lakers, if they get Dame, nobody wants to see Dame in LA with LeBron and AD.
Man.
So
Yeah, that's a whole
That's
other
fair.
thing. I mean, I just feel like he will get traded. It's a shame too because we were kind of talking about this off camera, but I love Dame being in Portland, and I love the loyalty that he showed to the Blazers. I don't think it's his fault for wanting to request a trade. I understand wanting to go and win on another squad that's better. However, it's sad though, bro, for him to request that trade kind of out of the blue, and then just to see how it's kind of been unraveling these last few days. It's been tough for me because I'm a fan of Dame, bro. I like Dame a lot. I feel like he's one of the better point guards in the NBA and probably ever, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I agree.
yeah, you know, him not being on the Blazers is just gonna be weird for me.
Yeah.
So, but I do think it's
That's
gonna
true.
happen. So
Yeah, I was
don't
about
know,
to say.
man.
I mean, and like you said, he did kind of seem like as like that type of player to stay with the Blazers for his whole career.
And he was
you know?
saying he was, man.
So-
So that's why I was just confused because I was like, damn, bro. Like, Dame had been saying that he was really, you know, he's super loyal to Portland. He's obviously shown his loyalty. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
questioning his loyalty as a
Nah.
man or anything, but just for, you know, I guess for selfish reasons, I just wish that he was still on the Blazers. And I'm sure other people can agree. Like,
For sure.
Definitely.
especially Blazer fans.
Yeah, for sure.
But
100%.
honestly, if I actually think it will happen, fuck, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I want to see it because it just kind of stirs up the pot a little bit.
yeah.
Like I mean, there's already parity in the league as it is, but now there's like, it's gonna be you don't know who's gonna be.
Yeah,
winning.
bro.
Like, they should obviously be the favorites, but
Yeah.
they weren't even favorites this year to make it to the
No, for
finals.
sure.
So who's gonna be that team this year?
For sure.
Who's gonna be like
Might be the Suns, in Vegas, but
yeah?
they're not
facts.
really the favorites, in my opinion.
Yeah, neither are they to me. But
I just think
they picked up some players. I think,
Yeah?
yeah. I think it was like Watanabe and like.
Oh, I saw that. We didn't talk about that.
we didn't talk about
really,
those, but they picked
I
up a
saw
lot of good-
Utah
good
went
bench.
there. Yeah, Utah Watanabe went there, and they definitely did some things.
Yeah.
I mean, the Suns aren't in the gutter yet. We'll see how it turns out.
see.
But
you know, at the end of the day, it just depends on how everything's gonna mesh together.
no,
But-
literally, I think this can lead us into our next little tidbit if you want to take it away. I think it's it's interesting question.
Okay, yeah.
that I
So
saw
you
on
said,
Twitter.
would you rather start a team with?
Yeah, we'll put it up here somewhere above us or something. But basically, I saw this little tweet. It was posted by NBA on ESPN. Definitely go follow him on Twitter if you haven't.
Facts.
If you're a hoop head. But
Yeah.
essentially, it was this guy, sports stuff, was saying, imagine if the NBA didn't announce any trades and these players just showed up on new teams at the beginning of the season. Question mark. So I thought that was interesting little take.
I saw a
question.
comment about that. Imagine how the league would have been scared seeing KD just pop out with a Warriors jersey.
Bro, Warriors, bro, that
that
would have
would
been
be crazy.
Like imagine
bro.
just a new season. That
Like
you just see
just KD Warriors.
I would be
Curry.
I would
Like,
be hurt. Like I was already
I'd be
hurt. So
scared.
imagine if I was
or
like,
seeing
oh,
like the Miami Big Three, like stuff like that. Would be crazy.
randomly.
So what you guys think? You think this would be cool, a cool little thing for the NBA to do like once every, 5-10 years or something?
It would be like interesting.
It would
But-
be like super interesting, but I don't
Yeah.
think it would happen. There would be so many leaks and stuff. Like it would
Yeah.
be
I
crazy
just
in real
think
life.
it's like the fact that like
It's something cool to think about for
like
sure. Though.
free agency is such a big deal and it's such like a televised thing and like you're getting Woj bombs at 11 at night or
Yeah.
like 4 p.m. Like I feel like that's just a part of like the culture, the
Mm-hmm.
hoops culture. Like if you really fuck with basketball, like you're gonna be keeping up with all that. So I kind
Nah,
of
for
like
sure.
that. So I mean, it would be definitely interesting, but I don't like. It would be more of like. Damn, like we just
Yeah.
don't know, and I feel like as a fan, like you want like to know like what your team is doing, so you're more invested into it. So not saying that like if this happened, like people wouldn't care. I just think it would kind of people would probably go about it like
little-
rooting
yeah.
for their team a different way. It's like, bro, I don't even know what's going on. Like, how am I going to root for my team?
Makes sense. Like you,
know,
don't even know
so-
the players that are going to be on
Yeah,
the roster next
so
year.
what-
So
what-
how could I be invested?
Yeah, what do you
Makes
think?
sense. I just think it would be interesting from like an imagination standpoint.
Yeah,
like,
like-
if we lived in a fake little reality, I guess it would be cool. But like you're saying, I think it would annoy me personally, just because
Yeah.
I like knowing who's on my squad. 'Cause-
It's like what if like you didn't even know who the Lakers have been picking up? this
yeah,
whole
bro.
time?
Like I would be shocked, man.
And at the beginning of the season, you see their team. It's like, oh, okay, like that's
Yeah,
cool.
I think my curiosity really just stems from like it would be so dope just to see like, for example, the picture that they got on there. Again, we'll put it up there, but it's Chris Paul in the Warriors jersey. And
Yeah.
like, if I saw that, I would be
You'd
like,
probably be like,
"Whoa, bro!" Like,
Yeah.
I would be like, "Nah, no way." So
Yeah,
I
that's
think that's
true.
you know
That's
what
a
I
good
mean.
point.
Like, I think
Yeah.
that's pretty cool that again, like sports stuff kind of tweeted this out and it got a little bit of traction.
Yeah.
I felt like that little taker question was
Yeah.
interesting. It made me think for a little
Yeah,
second. I was like,
when he brought up like the whole like Heatles and shit, like that would have been crazy.
Yeah,
to
bro,
see,
like-
randomly, like
man, just like you didn't
you
even
didn't
know.
even like LeBron didn't do his like the decision
Or like the
and shit.
Kyrie,
the Kyrie, like
you
none
know,
of
James
it.
Harden, the Kevin Durant teams. Like
None
you
of
would,
that.
you
just
would
like
never
saw
know.
it the next season. Like
Nah,
that
for
would be
sure.
pretty crazy.
Yeah,
That-
definitely would. I don't know. I feel like I just feel like obviously the NBA is never gonna do that. Though.
Nah.
It's just a hypothetical.
Yeah,
for sure.
Interesting.
But I thought that was interesting. So
okay, interesting.
for sure.
All right, I guess you had like a little.
Yeah, I think the next thing I was really going to get into, I guess, is I wanted to talk about, like, I guess, like, there's always these questions that NBA, fans or aficionados ask. One of them's like, who would you rather start a team with? So I wanted to do a little segment about that.
Okay.
If y'all are down.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. I think I can kick it off, but I was gonna ask
So do you want to ask like
about
us
it
individually?
I was gonna ask
or-
individually because I wrote them, so I kind of know.
Okay.
And I've had
So
like,
we're doing
obviously-
that player or that player, and then that player or that player, correct?
right.
Bet.
And there's only I think there's 5 of them, right? Or
Okay.
how many? 6,
2, 4,
or 5?
5.
5 of them. So
Is this like your starting five or just like 5?
no, it's just like 5
5 of
different.
the- okay.
Who would you rather start a team with?
Okay,
So
cool.
I'll kind of go down the line. I mean, I guess I'll start with you if you want.
Okay.
For sure. So the first person I have on the list, and we'll kind of put we'll put a tidbit up there so y'all
Yeah.
can see the note. But I was going to ask, would you rather start a team with Giannis or Joel Embiid?
Probably Giannis.
Why?
I just think he's like one of those players. Like I feel like it's pretty easy to like build a team around him. Like he's such a dominant force. Like so is Embiid, but in a different way. You know, like he's a big and he'll bang with you, but Giannis is just a specimen that can like go out there and like. Bro, like he literally won a championship for the Bucks. You
For
know
sure.
what I mean? Like Embiid hasn't done that yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I think it's just the way the caliber of player he is for me.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
I was kind of
two-way-
looking at it like just like we took away the teams.
Oh, okay.
And if like it really like Giannis, you didn't know Giannis was gonna win you a championship, but it was just like the player that Giannis is.
Okay.
Like versus the player that Embiid is. More
Yeah,
of,
I
like-
would prefer that.
You'd prefer Giannis?
Yeah.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Like honestly, when I wrote it down, I was kind of like, okay, what does Embiid have that on Giannis? I guess because I was looking at it like instead of like
Probably
looking
just a
at
better
it,
shot.
Yeah, but I was gonna say because obviously Giannis is great. So
Yeah.
like we know what Giannis has on Embiid, but like
Yeah.
what does Embiid have on Giannis? I think Embiid has a better post game.
For sure. He's a better scorer. Offensive game, I would believe. I think so.
Really?
He's just more polished. Like
I think
I'd
I think
say-
Embiid has a better offensive game. He has a post game. He has
A
more
sh- a
options
better
he can do
shot,
on the
better-
offensive side. Like I feel like it's harder for defenses to stop Embiid when he's really going than it is with Giannis. I feel like teams have more of a game plan
I was about to say, I mean-
stop Giannis, like the Heat have had, or like other teams have had. There's more of a game plan to stop Giannis than there is with Embiid.
I agree with
But
that.
at the same time, I would take Giannis.
I disagree.
Just because also the defensive side, I feel like Giannis is a way better defender. He can
Yeah, he
guard
is.
all. He can guard
One
really
through
1 through
five,
5.
yeah.
So I feel like he's more versatile on the defensive end. I feel like to build a
Yeah.
team around Giannis.
I
is still
feel like
better.
this segment's gonna be good.
Let's hear it. Why do you,
Well,
you
just
say you
'cause-
disagree?
Well, yeah. Well, I disagree. Well, just because like I don't really. I feel like Giannis can score with Embiid just as well as Embiid can, just in different ways. If that
Yeah,
makes sense. Like
but
I don't
like
know if he's a better scorer.
I would say he's a better scorer. I think Giannis is just more like athletically gifted.
Yeah.
He's a LeBron in like 7 foot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
he can
they
just,
they
like,
average
plow.
around the same amount.
Yeah, I mean they average the same points, just scored in different ways.
like I'm saying, yeah, I think scoring is interesting in the NBA,
and I'm
this is
sure
why
Embiid is a better free throw shooter as well.
yeah,
For
Embiid,
sure.
Embiid,
He's a better scorer.
Yeah.
yeah. I think really Embiid to me just has the post game on Giannis, but outside of that, like everything else is in
Yeah.
Giannis's
For sure.
camp. Even like I will take the free throw deficiencies because he gets to the line. I think the most in the NBA, so
Yeah,
it's all good.
He was like, wasn't he back to back like defense player of the year or something?
Yeah, bro, for sure. Yeah, he's a real one. So I mean, are you going Giannis?
I'm still going Giannis. Yeah.
Okay, you're Giannis.
I still
and
agree
then-
on Giannis,
Giannis.
just because
Okay,
I said
I'm
the defensive side of
Giannis too.
things.
Yeah.
I think
I was just saying that Embiid. The thing with Embiid is he is a better scorer.
Yeah, in
that
my
is
opinion
my
as well. I
thing
feel like
with
his offensive
Embiid.
game is
Like that,
better.
I'll clearly.
But I'll
mark
take
off.
Giannis as being a two-way player better
Yeah.
than Embiid.
all right for sure. The next one I had was Jokic and Luka. I guess Los, you can talk about this.
This
one.
one's interesting.
one's interesting.
Because Jokic just won a championship, so you can tell that like building a team around
Yeah.
Jokic, like it works. But I think I'm gonna just go Luka because of the magic. Like Luka's just an insane player. I feel like Luka has taken horrible teams to the Western Conference Finals. I feel like he just needs a better built team around him. They've had close, but I feel like Luka on a very well built team, he can carry a team to a championship for sure.
Interesting. What about you? What you think?
I think I would do Jokic, bro.
okay.
I think he's just an easier player to build a team around and to
That's
be
true.
successful. Luka is very like heliocentric. The offense revolves around him, and as of late, I don't think that's a play style that can win a championship. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can put certain players around him that would typically be good, but
like put numbers up.
yeah, but like, is it gonna win you a chip? And like, as if I'm building a team around someone, I want to win a chip, so I would say Jokic.
Okay. This one was hard to me when I wrote it down. Like I thought about it more of like remove Jokic's championship and the MVP. Just looked at player.
Yeah.
Like archetype.
Even then, I would still take Jokic.
For me, I think I would barely take Jokic, but like I think it's close. I like Luka more than Jokic as like a player.
For sure,
But
yeah.
like to
I
start
also like Embiid more as a
I was gonna say
player,
like
but
yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
I
Like-
got
I
you.
also have to say though, I feel like we haven't seen Luka with a team that like he doesn't have to take all the shots and do that.
true.
To
I was
win.
gonna say
Because I feel like, I mean, it's a long time from now, but you can tell he did win the EuroLeague, and he wasn't like the main scorer on that team, but he still was MVP, and he still was doing that at a young age. So I feel like he can play different roles, but he has to carry the load scoring wise to win right now since he doesn't have that team around him.
okay.
Maybe with Kyrie, we'll see something different now. We didn't see a lot. We didn't see them be that good, but we'll see how they do this season if they put a better team together.
Interesting. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, what Los was saying earlier is true. Like the Luka magic is kind of crazy. For me, like I think like 1-on-1 Luka would probably torch Jokic, but it's about like who
Yeah,
can
I
I
was- is
put
that what
my
we're
judging
yeah,
off
I was
of,
gonna
or-
say
okay.
like it's about that's why I went with Jokic. It's like it's about who can I put players around that I know? Because I know Jokic doesn't need 1,000 dribbles to get people involved in all this stuff. So for me, I'm gonna go Jokic, but it's like barely. I really do think if you put Luka in the Nuggets situation, I
don't know, bro. I don't know.
because I don't know if he makes
if you take Jokic out,
Who's their big?
yeah,
Like,
exactly. They
they don't.
And
Have
I think that's why I pick Jokic is the fact that he is a big and he's able to pretty much be what
A guard,
Luka is.
yeah.
But I mean, I've loved
That's
Luka,
true, though.
but I'm just being you're asking me the
Yeah.
questions. I'm just being real with my answers. You know, this is how I
Yeah.
feel about it. Like Luka's great, but like I would obviously rather build a team around Jokic, play style wise, and not even looking at his accolades.
Yeah. I also think it's closer than people may think, though. Like,
Oh, I mean, no. If you know,
I think
but-
I think Luka's like really.
Because I feel like Luka hasn't had a great big, but Jokic has
I was
had
gonna
good
say
guards.
like if you gave Luka like a competent big man, like I don't
Hey,
know,
we'll
like
see.
we'll see. Yeah,
We'll see, bro.
We'll see. I don't think the
Everything's
Mavericks.
hypothetical until
Yeah,
we see it.
I don't know if the Mavericks are like. I think Luka will probably end up leaving the Mavericks, to be honest, which is probably not what Dallas fans want to hear, but. He's probably gonna bounce out that door because he's gonna get a finals ring. Like that man's a winner. I can tell. It's a
Yeah.
mentality thing with him. He's not somebody who's. So we'll see. We'll see for sure. But that's a good one. I like that one.
Is Damon winner as well?
I
I'm
think
just bringing it up
I think
because
so.
I feel like that.
I think
I
so.
think
In
he
Miami,
is.
we winners
Not
over
saying
there.
that that's
so.
going to be his career projection, but I mean,
I think he's a win. He has a winner's mentality. Like I
Okay.
think he could definitely win
with no
an NBA
finals ring.
with no
Yeah.
finals ring just because the Blazers are sorry.
Hey, the Mavs are sorry as well.
Yeah, they're not as sorry as the Blazers, but they just the Mavs got to figure some things
They
out.
both made
for-
it to the Western Conference Finals. So I,
'Cause
mean,
I feel like
no
if
excuses.
Dame retired without a ring, it would be as if he was like the Allen Iverson for this generation in a way.
Yeah.
Like an amazing player, but didn't get a ring.
Shit, AI went to
Yeah.
the finals. Though.
Yeah, I did go to the
I
finals.
just think it depends.
Dame
It
hasn't
just-
done that. That's true.
Yeah.
But Dame has been in the West though. I
True.
feel like that also. He's been in the Western Conference Finals.
You're right. You're right.
Getting
I'm
out
just
the
being
West.
devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's being like the annoying person.
Yeah.
Nah, but still, making out the East back then wasn't easy either
Nah.
for AI.
Yeah, I think it's Jokic, and Luka.
Yeah.
So Jokic wins that one.
No real wrong answers, honestly.
Yeah, there's wrong answers.
This one's gonna be interesting.
I don't think there is.
I think
these are all great players.
I think
Yeah.
I know who I'm taking. I think I might.
You want to tell? You read it
Yeah.
off
So
for
the next one is Jordan or LeBron. I got LeBron because he's my GOAT. I think you can build a team better around LeBron. I feel like Jordan was a very big beneficiary of Phil Jackson's system and the team that was built around him. Not to knock MJ, he's still, if it's not LeBron, he's the GOAT. Like
Yeah.
he carried those teams, like still did what he did to do. But I feel like LeBron has been able to carry teams with different coaches, different players around him, 3 different teams. So I feel like if we were starting a team with someone, it's got to be LeBron.
Interesting.
I want to hear what you got to say.
I'm probably going Braun too. Again, like he's just a physical specimen, like compared to Jordan. And I would argue like even his IQ might even be higher than Michael Jordan's. I just feel like Michael really, the only thing that he did, and this is not a part of the question, so it's cool. Like he just won those finals, but
Yeah.
if we take away the rings and we're just looking at a player archetype, like I'm going with Braun.
Yeah.
He's like 6'9", 6'8", 240, 250, just a tank. And he's been able to, prove obviously that his longevity is worth it. It goes to show you that even like him being the way that he plays, athletic, jumping around, hopping around, he's obviously taking care of his body long enough to show that can work. So
Yeah.
I'm going with Braun, 100%.
Same. I mean, this
That's
is one
cool.
I would
That's
agree
cool.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad we didn't agree on everything, but I would agree on this one. Braun
sure.
is Braun, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they're probably the most complete basketball player of all time. So,
Yeah,
Definitely.
like,
I feel like the most complete for sure.
Yeah.
for sure. That's why
Rebounding, assists, scoring, defense. Like,
I put it in there because it's kind of like a trick, either or. Because I feel like if you know ball, you probably going with Braun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even like
Because
old
he's just
heads,
a
I feel
physical.
like, would surprise
Yeah,
us
bro.
like
Like I said, take away the rings. Just look
Yeah,
at
just
the player.
player, yeah.
Yeah, the type of player. Like it's LeBron. So I think that was a good one too. What's going on, you guys? Thanks for watching PCT. It's got a little ad break coming for you guys. Sorry about that, but it don't matter. Today we're staying hydrated with Liquid IV. I've been using it after workouts, before workouts. Recently, it's a great alternative to regular hydration, as it's essentially flavored And it's very good for your hydration, man. You get essentially 2 times the amount that it would just be if it was regular water alone. It's a category-winning hydration brand, fueling your well-being, and it's a hydration multiplier in one product that I think you're missing in your daily routine. In one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster the hydration than water alone. If you use it first thing before a workout, or when you feel run down, or after a long night, or after a long flight. And it's festival season. Planning for faster, efficient hydration is essential, especially for summer. Liquid IV has you covered while you prep before, power through the headliner, and then recover for the weekend. Liquid IV also hydrates 2 times faster than water alone and 3 times the electrolytes of additional sports drinks. I love Liquid IV's flavors that they have. I think they have 12 different flavors that you can choose from. I know they got new sea berry out and strawberry lemonade. And then I feel like for me, I like strawberry lemonade because I know I love me some strawberry lemonade. So to put that in some water, get some more hydration from it, I mean, who wouldn't want that? They also have Concord grape, lemon lime, pina colada, tropical punch, watermelon, strawberry, passion fruit, and then acai berries. So I think those are some good flavors, definitely for you guys to check it out if you want. Like I was saying earlier before, 1 stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than water alone. There's 12 delicious, refreshing flavors that keeps you hydrated before anything you're doing. And they contain 5 essential vitamins, B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C, with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. It's made with premium ingredients, so it's made with the tip-top stuff that they got. And Liquid IV honestly believes that the equitable access to clean and abundant water is the foundation for a healthier world, and I agree. So, I mean, yeah, I just feel like Liquid IV is a perfect product for you guys if you're looking for good hydration. Definitely check them out. Liquid IV has donated over 30 million different servings to 50-plus different countries around the world, so I feel like they're definitely getting their brand out there. If you guys want to check out liquidiv.com and use our code PCD, definitely use that. I think you get 20% off the entire store. So definitely check that out. It's at liquidiv.com. We'll put it in the description, and then it's code PCT. That's 20% off anything you order. So definitely go check that out. And just get better hydration, man. Of course, we all love water. Who doesn't love water? So if you're going to have water, why not make it flavored a little bit? Get 2 times the hydration for it in 16 ounces. So definitely go check Liquid IV out, man. 3 man. Yeah. All right. So we were just going to start it off with the next one on the list. I think this one's interesting. I was Steph or Allen Iverson. What you think, CJ?
So, like, obviously not looking accolades, not looking anything, just based off of pure, like, skill and, like, of the players.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Steph. Yeah.
That's okay.
I just like I mean, obviously we didn't know what he was going to become, but this play style and stuff is just that's kind of what like I like to play like.
Yeah,
like
for
up
sure.
Tempo, push the ball, like we're shooting.
Shoot a
threes
little
and we're
bit. Yeah, I got
that's
you.
always been like my type of game, you know. AI is a great player as well.
For
like,
sure.
I mean, obviously he was a dog and like
For his height, too.
Yeah, he
That's
was
why I
a
have
number
him
one
there.
pick, you know, like for a reason, and like he took them to the finals. But yeah, I think just Steph, just like just skill wise, not even looking at accolades, like obviously, but I just like the way he plays. Like he can create his own
good
shot.
answer.
Like he move off the ball. Like, and I feel like that's what a lot of people don't think about as well. Like obviously people that know ball will like realize his greatness, but like it's those type of things. You know?
Okay, yeah.
It's when he's like not even dribbling.
Yeah, I
Like,
got
he-
you.
He's dangerous off the ball.
Off the ball. Like
and
he's moving. He's constantly
Like I think I
dangerous.
brought it up before. Like someone said that they had nightmares about him.
Yeah,
like,
Beverly.
guarding him. Was
Yeah.
it Beverly?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, it was like. It's like, bro, that shit's real.
Nightmares.
Because like I'd like everyone has had to deal with that. You know,
Yeah.
like a player that just like doesn't stop moving.
Like
the
imagine
whole-
you just having you have a long day playing NBA. You know you have to guard Curry, and you just see him pulling up from like 5 feet behind the line. You're like, man,
bro.
Like, damn.
like you're already running around the whole court because
right.
he runs off the ball and then he just pulling up from like 35.
Yeah.
I think CJ just highlighted something. I wasn't gonna change my answer. My answer was Steph, but
Okay.
you just helped me kind of put it into because
I
I
think we're all
love
in
AI,
agreement
bro.
there. Like, I love AI too.
Yeah, like AI. Here, I guess we'll talk about AI
let's
for a
talk
little bit.
about AI,
So
yeah.
he's, I mean, I'd say he's Steph's size, maybe even smaller.
Yeah, I think he's like 6 foot.
I was
He's
about
like
to say he's like
6'1",
kind of
6
tiny.
foot.
He's tiny.
Bro. This dude, if y'all don't know who Allen Iverson is, please just
Look him up.
just
Go look
Google
at-
it.
yeah.
Go on YouTube or
His
something.
MVP
Just,
season.
just watch it. What he could do, man, for his size, it was crazy. AI was just different. I think he played through hella injuries as
Yeah.
well. He was an Iron Man.
It's like you take a Kyrie with like Jaws mentality and like athleticism. It's like
yeah,
insane.
bro,
like,
it's crazy.
good
Yeah, he was
example, yeah.
athletic. He could handle. The only thing that Steph really got on him, I think, really is shooting.
Yeah.
Like you said, the off ball stuff, and I
off-ball
think that's
stuff,
kind of
yeah.
why I'm going with Steph as well. It's
Yeah.
like Steph kind of. The only thing, he don't have the athleticism that AI got. He won't dunk on you or nothing, but he does have the handle, and he has like I guess the craftiness. So the layups, the jelly packages, all of
shifty,
that.
yeah.
Curry has that. So that's why I'm taking Curry is just because he's dangerous off ball, and then he's just a shooter that Allen Iverson could never dream of being. And honestly, I need that for sure. I need that threat of basically as soon as somebody steps honestly on the other free throw line, like not even like half court. It's beyond there honestly for Curry, and to be picked up from there is crazy. So
ridiculous.
I'm going with Curry.
I'm going Curry too. Like no knock on AI. Like AI is one of like the greats. Like influenced the game.
Yeah,
people were honestly
Bro.
because of AI. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, writing this one made me sad.
And like his athleticism, like he's like 1-on-1, he's probably one of the best players like in the league like ever, like 1-on-1. But Steph got a better shot. I feel like Steph has a better playmaking ability in terms of like passing. Steph can like maybe read the floor a little bit better. So in terms of a team, and he just had that 3-point threat. I feel like. And he's had, in terms of accolades, Steph really outshines Iverson in accolades. But Iverson had he played in a tough era to get all those accolades.
I know.
Steph
With
really
Jordan,
like
Steph
Kobe.
Kobe.
Had that time. Like Steph like
This
had
was
his time to shine.
yeah.
He took it. Like he really like 2016. Like it was Steph Curry's year. So like those years
a good
of Steph.
point.
So I feel like I have to go Steph. Like
stepped into his
same
zone that
points
year.
y'all said.
Okay, for sure.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I think I like we all kind of agree. But yeah, I think Steph takes the cake. It's just he's just so dangerous off ball, and obviously what he can do on ball is just crazy too. So yeah, shout out Steph, shout out AI. Next one I have for you guys is Wilt and Shaq. I thought this one was interesting because they're both dominant big men.
Yeah,
this is
was-
gonna be our last one. So Los, what you think about it?
Yeah, what'd you think, Lo?
I don't know about this one right now. I'm trying to think about it because you got Wilt, you got like such a dominant big. Now I haven't seen much of Wilt. There's not much footage of Wilt.
I know.
You kind of have more stories,
100-point game,
like
Stories and like,
like you
it's
have
a
some people saying that it
folklore.
was
It's a
faked and
folklore.
something. You have conspiracies on Wilt. It is
his
folklore.
shit looks
Like it's
like,
like
you played in
yeah,
like 2K.
but you see
Yeah, it
Shaq
looks
and
fake.
to this day you haven't seen a player like Shaq. Like you haven't seen. You can say that Giannis is like the modern day version in terms of how dominant he is because he can run. Like Giannis is fast. Like he can run across like and he can be just as dominant. But no one could back down Shaq. Like Shaq was just like
Different.
a force to be reckoned with that you haven't seen in the league. Like the closest you could have maybe is like if Zion was bigger.
Yeah.
But like you haven't seen a player like built like Shaq and that tall and that big.
Man, okay, so I like that take. Oh man, I'm
But
not
also
gonna lie.
you've seen also things like that. Wilt had like
I was about to say, I think
ungodly
Wilt.
athleticism. Like you've seen like
Yeah.
you've heard stories of Wilt being like
I was about to say the reason Los brings that up, the reason I put him on the list with Shaq is because I felt like they were relatively kind of, you can't like you're so dominant that we can't
these.
stop these people. So that's why I put them like Wilt and Shaq. They were both so unbelievably dominant for the type of player that they were. That like I feel
who
like
was
they're
Wilt
so
playing
similar.
against though? Like I know Bill Russell.
I still
was
feel
in
like
the-
Wilt would be dominant though if he
Yeah.
was playing against like he was just that.
I feel like he had
That's
more
true.
of like
That
I guess
dude.
a bag than like Shaq in a way because he was seen like he had Wilt had a post game like
I might go with Wilt.
He's
like
a better passer too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
Wilt was running. He's more athletic than Shaq.
you seen videos of Wilt running like yo it's
Bro,
insane.
it's
like,
Yeah, wasn't he in track or something?
You've heard stories of him like racing like
That's what
he
I'm
could-
saying,
like
like-
yo he could be in the Olympics.
My
Like, yo,
pick is
what?
Wilt Chamberlain. Like I don't have a problem saying that. I'm gonna say it. He's more athletic than Shaq. He probably was. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Wilt being on that court was probably scarier than having Shaq out there, bro.
Yeah.
Like if I saw Wilt, bro, I might run in more fear than if I saw Shaq. Cause I know Shaq. Shaq's a good dude. He's a soft giant. Okay. I don't know Wilt. Like
Oh
Wilt,
nah, you've heard of Wilt be
yeah,
like
Wilt
Wilt's a demon.
is
like,
a demon. He's different. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going with Wilt, man. I think it's a little against the grain, but I think just to shake it up a little bit. Now that we're talking about it, like it just seems like
I
Wilt
can't
is just
pick
different.
one. Like I can't pick one.
It's a hard one, bro. For
Because it's
sure.
like I want to pick Shaq because I've seen
Yeah, I know
Shaq,
you wanna-
but
you
like
wanna
the
pick it.
folklore on
Right.
Will is insane.
Like the mega athletic,
I think it's just like the mystery, bro. Like,
Like,
just don't
well, just a
know.
myth, yo.
Yeah,
Like,
okay, for sure.
He's like,
So you're going with Shaq?
Yeah, I think just
Okay.
because it's like, we've
Like you said, the
we know
mystery.
Shaq.
seen it, like, but like Will is like a crazy like specimen.
Yeah,
we
bro.
need
bro.
a time machine to see Will.
Yeah, like I would go back to see that because his stats and the shit, he was averaging like 50.
That's what I
Yo,
mean.
like
you
I
think Shaq was dominant?
How? Like
Yeah, like in
in an era
Los
without
is-
a 3-pointer, like
Los is right. He
The
was playing against
competition wasn't
plumbers,
the best, but like still, you had to
Still,
go out
bro.
there and,
You had to
like,
go put-
Bill Russell was in the league. Like Bill Russell.
Yeah, you had to
was-
go up there and still put out 50
Yeah, I
a
mean-
game.
yeah.
A game. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
was
harder
like-
question. It's a
Yeah,
tough
I mean,
question.
I guess it just like it just depends what you're more looking for. You know,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Shaq is like, hey, like give that ball to him, and he's probably gonna be able to score every time.
100.
So is Will, just in a like
different
way.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
it's-
That's what I
it's
mean. Like the
tough,
more that I
like,
think about it, I'm like, well, Will should be able to do that
everything.
too.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, like
Yeah, true.
And they both can't
Right.
shoot free throws.
yeah,
like
they're both like pretty. They both play for the Lakers.
yeah, that's why I had. So honestly, put it in the comments, man.
Who
I
do
think
y'all
this-
think?
Yeah, who do
Yeah.
y'all think, man?
'Cause
Is it
that's a
Wilt or
tough-
Shaq? I feel like
Yeah.
that was the toughest one. That's why I had it last. Because I felt like they were the most similar when I thought about it.
Yeah.
Because they're always the most dominant big men. I feel like it's Wilt and Shaq.
That was a great point.
For sure.
Yeah.
that was a good one. I like
Okay,
that.
for sure. Y'all like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
for
that was
sure.
cool. That was
Good one. Good one.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe we should bring that back.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I think we
I'll
can.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
can do
Maybe
guards or
Los
something.
could bring the next ones.
Yeah.
for sure.
The players.
Like just
Okay.
different.
Like next time. Next
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Next
yeah.
time.
Like I think we can do some more.
Yeah,
of
this
those.
could
Those
be
are
like
cool.
a segment. Like
100%.
who would you
Yeah.
rather start a team around?
Okay, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys like
Yeah, I
that.
like
But
that shit.
you wanna spin us
Yeah,
into top 10?
so I guess going into our main portion of this
The main course meal.
Yeah, of this episode, the top 10 small forwards from the NBA season, the 2022-2023 NBA season. If y'all didn't see the shooting guards already, go check that one out, and the point guards. It's on the past 2 episodes, but this one is the small forwards. So I
Yeah.
guess
For sure.
I guess I could start it off with the
Yeah,
honorable
I got my
mentions, and then we
list
could
too,
just
so
go down the
100.
line and then come back.
Come
you know?
back.
Kinda swing
Yeah,
it
do
around
what
like
we've
we've
been
been
doing.
Yeah, do kind of like we've been doing. So, all right, small
Man.
forwards, 2022-2023 NBA season.
Man, I know my honorable mentions for sure.
Did your phone fall, sir?
Yeah, I hope it didn't fall through the couch.
It might have.
I'd have.
It's okay. So
I'll just-
we'll just get it
I'll just
started.
start.
I was sitting on it.
Man,
So my honorable mentions:
I was sitting on it, yo.
all good.
Franz Wagner,
Okay.
Herb
Okay.
Jones.
Okay. Ooh.
And you actually reminded me of this player. I had to put him in just because Andrew Wiggins.
of course, bro. Got to. So why are those?
I don't
three?
have honorable mentions, but I do have Andrew Wiggins actually on my list.
Okay.
Okay.
Franz Wagner, I feel like he's just a really good like young player. I mean, I feel like obviously if you like keep up with hoops, like no one's really watching Orlando, but like he is pretty special. Like he's pretty much like what you're looking for from a 3 guard.
Okay,
someone
yeah,
that
I
could
agree with that.
Someone that could facilitate, play good, like not the best defense, but he could play decent. I mean, he's going out. I think he's averaging like I don't know his numbers exactly,
18
but
a game or
18 something
Yeah.
like that. And it was his first year, I think. So
Oh,
I
solid,
mean,
really.
it's his first year in the league, and I think he just has a lot to prove being on that team next to Paolo, and they just got Anthony Black, and they got a lot of guards over there, so he's kind of like solidified as their 3 guard. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes a huge jump this year and becomes like an all-star, to be honest.
That's a good
this
take,
upcoming
bro.
season. So if he does that, we'll go back to this clip.
Man,
but
yeah,
I
clip it for sure.
I think that was
We'll clip it.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like I kind of was telling you earlier, like small forward list was a little weak.
tough.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
man.
the bottom half is where I could have argued him being top 10.
Yeah,
Key.
bro.
Like, if but I was like, not yet. It's his like first season.
Yeah,
But
for sure. He's still got a little.
He's really good, bro. Like if you haven't seen him or anybody hasn't seen him, go check him. Franz Wagner. from
Yeah, for
Orlando
sure. With the
Magic.
Z.
With a Z, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Herb Jones.
Yeah, Herbie. I thought that was one
You like that?
interesting.
So
yeah.
that one's a really good one. I mean, I think we talked
That was
about
cool.
him whenever in the literally
Previous-
yesterday
yeah,
when
the
we
previous
just recorded
video.
about him re-signing from to the Pelicans, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
obviously they see his value, and his value is just being a a person that could lock down y'all's best player.
Yeah,
and just
dude.
lock up pretty much 1 through
Play every game
damn
of the
near
season.
5. Like there's some
Very
people,
durable.
some like centers that are like a small ball center, and he could lock up pretty much everybody on the court. Like
Yeah,
really
dude.
versatile. Isn't the best at scoring, but I mean, I'm not really looking from him.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
And it's
BI
coming, too.
and
He's getting
CJ.
better.
Like, yeah, he especially if he could just develop a consistent 3-point shot. That's really
Yeah,
all
he's
you
getting
need.
way better.
3-and-D, like Herb Jones. Yeah, he's sleeper for sure. I think him and the Pelicans, what they got going on over there is he's gonna be a key to their success in the
sure.
future. And then Wiggins, I mean, I just didn't put him on the list. He didn't play that much this year, but Wiggins is easily a top 10 small forward in this league.
he's healthy, yeah.
Whenever he's healthy, and I feel like he proved that when they won the championship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, I'm
definitely.
gonna say I think I'm gonna have Andrew Wiggins as my honorable mention, because there's a player further up on the list that like he's gonna be playing as a 2 guard, but I'm gonna put him on my small forward list. So if it wasn't for that player, Andrew Wiggins would be my number 10, but he's gonna be my honorable mention.
Okay, baby.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, and then who's your honorable mention?
Mine's one of them's Andrew Wiggins,
Yeah.
but I won't talk about him too much. Even
Yeah.
though he's really instrumental to what the Warriors have done. Obviously, like you said, he just got that new contract, so they believe in him. But mine was OG Anunoby, bro.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
He actually made my list.
Yeah, okay, cool. But OG is if y'all don't know who he is, he plays on the Raptors and he's kind of a 3-and-D type of guy as well. And he can score. And he can also lock up your best player as well. OG was like a fringe list player for me as well, like almost made the 10 spot. But
That was at the end where I was like, oh, who can I
yeah,
put?
it
You
was
know,
like,
like, yeah.
no. But OG's a great player, man. I think he's still in his prime. I still think he's got a lot of room to improve, but he's definitely on the way up, bro. It's been interesting to see how he's built his game, and a lot of contenders want him. They want his services because he's a pretty.
He's one of those players.
Yeah,
you know,
he's a
like,
very consistent wing
difference
player.
maker.
He's dynamic and he can score and defend, so it's pretty cool to see.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess I can.
You say your honorable mentions was Wiggins, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wiggins.
You already
And then,
said it.
I can start off the
Yeah,
number 10 too.
10 and
like,
then we can go back.
yeah, so I got number 10 is Chris Middleton. So
Okay, for sure.
we were talking about him, I think,
can get
last
on B-ball
episode on his
reference.
contract. Great value, KD. You see him play. He's a lot like kind of like KD. He was very instrumental to the Bucks championship. And he's very instrumental to their team. Like that's what he got paid.
Re-signed too.
Yeah, he got re-signed, and I feel
got
like
that
he's
extension.
an integral part of their offense. Like he's their second option on the team, if not third, because they still got
Damn, he only played
they still got
33.
Drew Holiday. So
He only played 33 games this year? Fuck.
yeah, he I think he's been out with injury. So,
Yeah, that's been the only thing.
I feel like maybe he could be higher
my list, though.
if he's when he's been playing good. I feel like he could have been higher on the list, but since he's been out. I'm gonna still give him the benefit of the doubt though, since he's still an integral part to the.
Is he an all-star
to the
when he's
Bucks.
healthy?
I feel like when
I
he's
think
healthy,
so.
he's an all star.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so,
I think
too.
he was an all star. If it wasn't last year, it was the year before.
Yeah.
I think not last year, but the year before, I think he was an all star. So
Yeah, I like that take.
yeah, 3-time all star actually. So yeah.
It's crazy because we're spinning back this way, and that's my 10 spot as well.
Okay.
Chris Middleton, I think he's just been. He helped the Bucks win a championship, but I also just think he's been really good for their culture. Like it's like off the court stuff. Like he's really avid in their community in Milwaukee, and he just helps out around there. He's also just a dope guy. But yeah, he got paid. He got re-signed. He's a 3-time All-Star. He's definitely contributed in a lot of different ways to what the Bucks have been doing. I think he'll continue to. Obviously, that's why they re-signed him. But yeah, I hope to see him get healthy. I feel like that's really what's been holding him back these last couple years. Is just the game, like CJ was saying, only 33 games. That ain't gonna fly. That's like a third of the season. That's not even
Bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
not-
that's
Yeah,
not
it's
a
not
lot
good.
at all. So
I was about to say, so he's all right. I'm not gonna lie, he was a little higher on my list, but I had to move a little around.
Down,
I didn't know he only played 30
like 30 games. Yeah,
like-
that's why he was on my.
Yeah,
like,
so I mean, but I think based off of how we've been doing these past ones, it's like, bro, like you just understand how good of a player. Like when he's healthy, when
Man,
he is
yeah.
that guy, like he's top 5
for sure.
debatably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so, but yeah, he's in my 10th spot as well. So I guess I'll just kind of echo what they just said. Great player, part of a championship team. He is like him, like you said, Drew Holiday and Giannis are that big. Brooke Lopez, I guess, like that
Yeah,
whole core.
kinda
You know,
that
like
big four, I
yeah, they
guess.
have like a whole squad, but he is key when Giannis. Like I think he was the player that would take like the big shots.
Yeah,
really,
bro. Like
in
they're
clutch
giving it
si-
to Chris.
Yeah, I mean they're
for
not
sure.
giving it to Giannis. So if we're
Yeah,
being
because he
honest,
can't
like,
shoot.
Nah. So,
Yeah, like it's got to be Chris.
yeah. So I guess going into it, my number 9 is actually MPJ.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's not in my list.
Really?
He's not on my honorable mentions or on my list.
Yeah, I just think, especially this season. I mean, we're basing off of this season, and obviously, like not looking at the playoffs and stuff because he did pretty shitty in the playoff or the finals at least. But I mean, you know what I mean. But I
Yeah,
mean,
he
if we
went
look at his
ghost,
just regular
bro.
season, 62 games, 17.4 points, 5.5 rebounds, 1 assist with 48, 41, 80 splits. I mean,
Pretty good, yeah.
Pretty damn good if
I
you're
can
asking
see-
me.
I can
mean,
see
he's
why.
6'10". I mean, he was. This was his like coming out season. I feel like.
Okay,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
like healthy MPJ, yeah,
MPJ.
bro.
It's what we've
It
been
looked
missing.
good.
This
It looked
was
good.
what like we were wanting to see from him when he was in high school.
Yeah,
As the
dude.
number 1 recruit coming into college.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just being able to see him fully healthy, kind of contributing to a team, obviously contributing to a team. They're a number 1 team in the West.
Oh.
I mean, they wouldn't have been able to get there without him. So 17 points,
Yeah.
bro. That's pretty solid.
Like he
especially
came
for-
back from a back surgery.
especially for a third option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's not their second best player. Like
no,
obviously
no.
Jamal Murray is, and they had a deep team. So
I agree with
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Nice.
62 games, man.
That's
That's a
good.
lot for
Yeah.
MPJ.
yeah,
like
that's
CJ
that's
saying,
when I
that's
saw that I was like, I have to move Chris Middleton
more than
down.
half.
Like,
yeah, that's
like-
almost a third of the season right there,
Yeah,
dude.
so-
So that's I could see why he made your list 100%.
Yeah.
For me, it's gonna be McCall Bridges.
Oh,
So
okay.
this dude right here, man. If y'all don't know
He's
who
on
he
my
is,
list, too.
he plays for the Brooklyn Nets now, but he was traded from the Suns, and he was more of a role player on the Suns last year and 2 years ago. He kind of helped them get to make that finals run. But they traded him in a little fire sale for Kevin Durant, and what a mistake, I would say. Like,
Such a good player.
Jesus.
He's on my list as well.
He's
Little high.
had the highest jump, I think. He'll probably win Most Improved Player of the Year next year. But at the end of this year, man, I think he had a stretch of games where he was putting up 30 a game.
bro.
McCall Bridges is a serious scorer. He's a 3-level scorer as well. He can score from all 3 levels, shoot the 3, the mid-range, and get to the rim. And he can also defend. That's the thing that's different about McCall Bridges is he plays defense. And that's just something that not a lot of guys want to do, and they don't really take pride in that. But I feel like McCall Bridges, like playing D, just adds that much more to his 25 points a game.
Yeah.
So that's why he made my list, and that's why he's kind of higher than some of those guys that have been in one of the better small forwards in the NBA. Like,
For sure.
it don't matter. I think McCall Bridges could be an all-star, so that's why he's my 9.
Bet. Number 9, sir.
My 9, I also got McCall Bridges.
Okay.
Although I was also thinking of putting another player. I was thinking of putting Bojan Bogdanovic in that spot. Because I had both of them on my list, but I had to take one of them down. Because I feel like I keep Middleton on my 10, but I have to see between either of those 2 players. Because I had to add someone at the top of the list. So. Not much to be said about McCall
Yeah,
that hasn't
dude.
already been said.
Yeah.
He was a good role player on the Suns. And
He's not a role player,
He shined a lot in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But you also
Ridiculous.
got you got Bojan, who's like he's a really fundamental player. He plays his role really well. He puts up 20 a game, so he's
Yeah,
a
we
good
can
part.
look at
He's a
his
good
stats.
player on Detroit. So
Yeah. No, I definitely thought about putting
he's
him
a
on the
solid
team too.
player. He's been putting up good numbers, and he's really slept on too. So
Super
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I feel like that was also someone I could throw in that number. So I guess I
French
cheated a little
40,
bit. I
50,
have 2
90.
players in there, but either one can be honorable mention, either or can be on the list in that spot.
Okay, yeah, dude.
And then you
Can
can bring
you
it
And I
back.
can bring it back.
Yeah.
So number 8, this one was interesting. I have Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
Brandon Ingram. I really like
Little
his
low for
game.
me.
Little low
I
for
feel
me,
like he has a really good game. He's been playing really good for the Pelicans. He puts up good numbers too. Like 24
Yeah,
a game.
dude.
Like
Damn, he's only
he's a hooper. He gets
25?
buckets. Like
Yeah.
went to Duke.
They
like-
said he was a poor man's KD, right?
Yeah, poor man's KD.
But, like,
Kinda
he's
Wilson,
actually-
but
he's actually
nice.
him, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he's cold.
I think
For
he's
sure.
cold. He's honestly when
he
Zion's
only
out,
played
he's basically the
45
star
games?
of he's star of that
He was
team.
hurt half the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
These injuries, bro. I didn't
Yeah,
know
they're
that.
killing me, man.
But I still got him there.
No,
I still
yeah,
really
he's
like his game. He's
little higher to me, but-
yeah. So y'all still got him. Y'all got him on the list too.
Yeah,
Of
for sure.
course.
Yeah. So
Of
I
course.
got him at number 8 just because the people that I got higher.
Yeah,
For sure.
I
I
have him
understand
lower
that.
because of the games,
Yeah.
but I think Ingram's still.
Yeah, I didn't even look at the games for him. I just kind of
I feel you.
Based off
For
of
me,
talent.
yeah, for sure. For me, my 8 spot's gonna be DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan.
So he's lower this year for me, just because I would say y'all agree, like he kind of just was there.
Yeah.
Like He's always there. I mean, he's DeMar DeRozan. He's gonna make our list always, bro.
Yeah,
Like
he's a little higher.
he's
for me.
if y'all don't know who he is, he's from Compton and he's kind of bounced around the league. Played on the Raptors and the Spurs, but I feel like he's found a good home in Chicago.
Yeah.
He's contributing there, man. I think he's averaging like 25 a game, shooting 90% from the line, something like that, 50% from the field. DeMar's always been a good player. I just feel like, this last season, the Bulls were kind of in the background. Like, I don't feel like he really contributed to winning that much, but I know he's a winning player. And his mentality I really like as well. I just feel like he's a bit better than McCall Bridges as well. So I just had to give him my 8 spot. So
Okay, I got you.
for sure.
So my number 8 is actually OG.
Okay, yeah, he can make a list.
Yeah, I just like the way he plays. I mean, we kind of echoed it at the very beginning, but just to bring it up, so we have
See
the
his stats,
and stuff. He played 67 games. He scored 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 47, 38, 83 splits. I mean, as a 6'7" small forward, that really isn't even that much of a score. Averaging 17 points, and he's locking up your best player, like you said. That's I
All
think,
defensive too.
Yeah, all defensive team. Like, was it? I don't know. It doesn't say whenever
First, he was
basketball.
first.
Was he first?
Yeah.
So exactly, first team all defense.
Yeah, he's one of the better.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was from the UK. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, no, it's so him as a player.
COG.
Yeah, that's true.
OG.
It's kind of like a theme with small forwards. Those are usually like your 2-way players.
Yeah.
like your lockdown defender.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Shout out OG Ananobi, bro.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah.
Number
Like, I
8
feel
for
like
me.
he slept on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's why
I don't
he
have
made
him on my list, but he's definitely up there.
Yeah,
Like,
like he made my honorable mentions because I feel like
Yeah.
people kind of forget about him.
Yeah,
and
I
Bojan
think-
Bogdanovic too. That's another.
I was about to
dude
say
who's-
that was a good one.
Yeah,
I was
that's a
thinking
great
about
one.
All my honorable mentions, but I think what OG's as well is like he played with the Raptors this year, so they
Yeah.
didn't do that well.
Yeah,
And you
I
kinda-
know.
Well, like you said, winning kind of like trumps everything. So
the Raptors and like the teams like the Raptors and the Bulls, they just disappoint me because they're
Yeah.
supposed to be better than like
They're supposed
what
to be
they
good.
are for
Yeah.
sure. Like, and they just don't put it together ever. Really, it seems, unless the superstar is there. And like again, like in the Bulls situation, it's like you had Jordan and D Rose, but like who else? And with the Raptors, it's kind of like Kawhi and then Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady.
yeah,
So it's
Yeah.
like
Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh
Chris
too,
Bosh.
a little bit. I wouldn't even say Chris Bosh.
forget.
'Cause
Yeah, Bosh
he
didn't
dipped
do
on
a
him.
lot. Like he's definitely started his career. People sleep on Bosh. Bosh
He
was
was
still
hooping
cold in
in
Toronto. Bosh
in
was still
Toronto.
Bosh with the dreads. Like
Yeah.
Bosh was
Man,
cooking.
y'all want to talk about Chris Bosh? That is shout out. Hey,
Shout out Chris Bosh for real. Shout out Chris Bosh.
If
You
you
got
ever
me that
said-
rebound, yo.
Yeah, bro.
Never forget that rebound.
Yeah, for
man.
sure.
Shout out, yo.
Heat fans will
Yeah.
never forget Chris Bosh, but shout out Chris Bosh.
Yeah,
Oh,
facts.
for sure.
All right, boys, I guess just hopping right in. I just did my 8, so I'll do my 7, which is actually DeMar DeRozan. I mean, y'all kind of already talked about him. He's like I said, he's a little higher on my list. I think he didn't have a great season as winning wise, but I mean,
Yeah.
he's still average. I think we talked about 25 points on crazy, like pretty efficient shooting. I mean, he is only a mid-range shooter and like doesn't really play on defense, but I mean, he's kind of like the opposite of what we've kind of been talking about with these small forwards. He is like scoring. So,
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, him and
All
Levine
scoring.
is a crazy, little
Duo,
duo.
for sure.
Yeah, and then they have who they have? Who's their big man?
Vucevic.
Vucevic. Yeah, I didn't want to say it wrong.
No,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Lonzo, if he was healthy, that's so sad to think with
Oh,
Lonzo right
yeah.
now. We don't gotta get into that,
Caruso
but
and
that's
shit,
so
but-
sad right now with Lonzo.
It sucks,
Yeah.
man.
They
Get
they
better,
like
man.
applied for like a medical like so they don't have to
forgot
like
about
pay
that
him
one.
for something like
Jesus
that. We should have talked about that, but yeah,
Yeah.
something small, something light, but they like for like an exemption
bro.
for like medical
Yeah.
exemption on Lonzo. That's sad though,
Yeah, dude, that is
because he was helping the Bulls a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's when they
bro.
were the number 1 seed and shit.
Yeah, I think he had like an injury that like isn't disclosed. It's like a injury that the doctors haven't seen in like 40 years or something. Like it's just like weird.
Which is crazy
Yeah,
because
it's just
the
like-
technology
yeah,
nowadays
it's just
is
like-
insane.
they haven't been able to. But that's like.
But that was
We
my
going on a
seven.
little
Yeah, dude,
tangent
that-
here.
No, that's fine. I think it matters. We talking
Nah,
about
it
the
does for
Bulls.
sure.
But my 7 is Bi. Like I don't.
B.I..
Yeah, bro. I don't know. Yeah, like again, he's an old Laker. He's an ex-Laker. Plinka, if you ever see this, I don't really know what we were thinking with that. Like he obviously was gonna be good. We probably just had to wait a little longer, but the Pelicans have him now, and he's showing that he can score, 26, 27 a game. And when he's healthy, I'd say BI's top 5 realistically.
Yeah.
Like BI is like somebody who's like up there with the Paul Georges in my opinion. I feel like just skill wise, just three level scoring. He don't miss free throws. He can hit the mid range. He can hit the three. BI is special, bro. I don't have much to say about that. Like, it's just frustrating for me as a Lakers fan because, like, seeing Julius Randle, BI, of course, I want to see him do well, and like, I just wish that those all stars were on our team because they're literally all stars.
Yeah, literally.
But who's your 7 Los?
My number 7 is we kind of have like the same players.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I have DeMar DeRozan as my number 7.
All interchangeable.
All we already said. I think I could interchange him. I could interchange him with BI. I feel like BI could be higher. He just didn't have like as healthy of a season. He didn't play that much, but like you said, healthy BI is top 5. But DeMar DeRozan he's a veteran in the league. He's been cooking the league for a while. He did it in Toronto. He was doing it in San Antonio, and he's been doing it in Chicago.
Bro.
So I feel like
that's the thing.
Like
he's been
cooking. He's the mid-range master of the league. Like him and Kawhi are probably the 2 best mid-range shooters in the league, but I would low-key still take Durant, of course, but Durant can get it from anywhere. I feel like Durant also shoots a lot of threes. But like DeMar and Kawhi really shine in that mid-range, and I would take DeMar over in that mid-range as well. Like he can get it like post game, he can pull up on the mid-range. He has a handle. I feel like he can do a lot.
Best mid-range.
Yeah, best mid-range.
Easy.
Yeah.
Bring it back. Number 6.
So bring it back. My number 6. We got Paul George.
PG, okay.
Interesting. That's the player I was saying that I don't know about having on the list because we did have him. CJ had him as a shooting guard. Yeah. Which he is going to be playing shooting guard when Kawhi is healthy. He's going to be playing the 2 guard. But I've always seen him as a small forward. I saw him as a small forward kind of in Indiana. That's when I really started hearing him because he was giving the Heat some work for real. Like I remember that. I remember seeing him pulling up like from deep before Curry was even doing it. Curry was still doing it, but not as much. You didn't see players pulling from deep. It was only like him and Paul George really. But like if Paul George didn't have that injury, you never see. But he's still balling. He still overcame that injury, but you never know what could have been. But I feel like he still got it. If it wasn't for all the other great small forwards in the league, he would probably be top 5.
Yeah, I agree with that. I have PG in my 6th spot as well. Like I think CJ kind of brought it up on the we've already gone through his stats, but he's averaging like he's scoring more after his injury, which is interesting. It just goes to show you like how the NBA's changed, like even from when he was like a rookie and just younger. But Paul George, I mean, when healthy, I'd argue that he's different, bro. What is he like he's made like all NBA 6 times, 8-time All-Star, bro. He has a decorated career. Like he could be a Hall of Famer. I think
he's a future Hall of Famer.
I think he will be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially like what he overcame. I think. Because I think we talk about it. Like the Hall like looks at him more than what you just did.
It's
like the impact.
It's like plus that.
It's kind of like your legacy in a way.
Like with Lou Will, it's kind of
he has
like
a legacy.
Exactly. Like like guys like that definitely go places like that.
For sure.
Just because of their perseverance and obviously what they're doing on the court. And PG played 60 games this year, man. So like. Like maybe like he sits. And the thing with Kawhi and PG that's so frustrating that does bunt them down spots in my opinion is like they sit when like they could play, and that's the thing that I don't understand. And like I guess if y'all ever see this, it's kind of like as fans, it's just hard to like that. Like when other people are gonna play, like Jokic is out there and Embiid's trying to be out there. Like guys are hurt and they're out there sometimes, and sometimes like. I'm not to say play when you're hurt, but definitely play when you can. And it's like you might put up 40 the night before, and then you're nowhere to be found the next night. So it's like it's kind of just it's hard for me to like really put myself with those dudes because it's like y'all aren't really there. But I gotta still put PG there, man, for sure. Like he's such a killer, so he's my 6th spot.
Gotcha. My 6th spot is actually BI.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, just like you said, like. And this was like without, or no, I think I moved him down. He wasn't my top 5, but like looking at the games, and I'm like, okay, like I can't really put you there. But like if healthy, top 5 small forward in the league, All-Star, potentially All NBA. You know what I mean? Especially with that team that they have cooking up in New Orleans, like he is pretty much that guy right now.
Yeah,
Him and
dude.
CJ are pretty much having to carry that franchise because Zion hasn't been playing, so. Yeah, no, I think y'all kind of talked about it.
Talked about BI a little bit.
And then my
Top five.
number five.
Top five.
This low key, I'm just now realizing I left someone off this list. So
Really?
we're just rocking with it.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were talking. Yeah, but we'll go.
I had to ask someone, and I was like, nah, yeah. I was like, how did I not have this man on my list? So I put him on my list.
Yeah, but so I'm just gonna stick with the list I had.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
my number 5 is Mikal Bridges.
Oh,
Kyle Bridges.
I have him super high, bro.
I like him.
I think he's.
I like him, but
He's
I don't
that
know if
good.
I
top
think he's a
five.
top 5 small forward in this league.
I think
bro.
he's
I'm
that
not gonna
good.
lie to you.
I think
like-
so too. He just has to do it for a full season.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I think he will do it for a full season.
Yeah, same.
And that's the thing.
So I wouldn't
like-
take him over any of my top 5. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that might be because you left someone off. So
it's because I left someone off for
Yeah.
sure, but it's okay. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I think McCall Bridges could be top 5.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, y'all kind of already talked about him, but I just put him on my top 5
For sure. I think he's somebody who people don't think is like that good, but he is like
He definitely is.
bro.
I would
'Cause-
say he's probably a.
I feel like he could be
Bro,
higher on my
he was-
list.
He's
bro,
better than a lot of small forwards.
Yeah,
in this
he
league.
he was
is.
giving out like 45.
Yo, yeah, he
At the end,
was,
like, I
he
was
was
like,
cooking
whoa.
this season. This
Averaging
season,
bro, he was
I
actually
just
like
need to see it
35 at
more.
the end of last
I
year.
just
I
need
was
to see
like,
it
Jesus
more.
for sure.
I was
think-
like, whoa, what
I
is
think
going
him
on?
showing me what he's doing
do,
now
yeah, bro.
is all I needed to
Yeah,
see.
you need
Because
to
like I
see.
said, this small forwards isn't the
It's
strong.
weak,
It's
yeah.
pretty weak. Like he's a top 5 player to me.
Okay, I like that. For me, my 5 is Jimmy Butler, bro. Like, who else, bro? I think he's definitely in the mix now, and if he wasn't before, he is now. Jimmy Butler, man, just a dog. I mean, his picture's so goofy. I still can't.
Redhead
He's a
Jimmy.
fool for doing that, bro.
Yeah, he has the long. If y'all don't know, Jimmy Butler's kind of a goofball, but yeah, man, 23 a game. Mainly for me, what Jimmy brings is just culture, and he's gonna boost his teammates. So when Jimmy Butler's on the court with you, you're not gonna play down. You're gonna play up to his level, and I think that has to be said in this conversation because I feel like having him on your squad would be really beneficial. But I also really do think that he's one of the better 5 small forwards in the NBA. If you put him in a one-on-one situation, like he's willing to hand out buckets. I'd also argue that Jimmy Butler's a mid-range assassin too. People forget that he be cooking, he be living there. So shout out Jimmy Butler, man. I don't see a problem with putting him in my top 5.
Yep. So my number 5, I actually got Kawhi Leonard.
That's what I forgot.
Yeah, I got Kawhi Leonard. Not
that's
much to be said
definitely
about
what I
Kawhi.
forgot.
Forget Kawhi,
Great
bro.
player. I wish he played more. Honestly, that's the only thing holding him back. I feel like I just need to see him play. Like, I don't know, Kawhi, why aren't you playing?
Yeah, it's tough.
Like what's this load management thing? I don't like it. Like, I just need to see you play more. But like defensive player of the year, all NBA defense, all-star NBA champion. People forget that he was like a crucial part of that San Antonio championship. Like,
Yeah.
he did have a good team around him, but he was kind of like that spark plug. Still
Yeah.
as a starter, he was
Won
he
the
was
Finals
guarding up
MVP.
LeBron. He was like locking up LeBron. He was like hitting crucial shots, and everyone knows about championship he got for Toronto. So
Yep.
and even when he plays, he still plays good. Like, he doesn't play, but
Yeah.
when he plays, he still makes that impact. We just gotta see him play more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number 5.
That's who I forgot.
And then we
That's
bring it
fine,
back.
bro.
Number 4 is the guy who he locked up in that finals. We got LeBron at my number 4, the GOAT. If it wasn't for his little, I'm not saying
That's
he fell
low,
off.
bro. That's
I would
low,
say
bro.
I have him low.
That is
I have him
low. He needs to be
because
in
of
top 3.
because of the players that I have. I have a player. I have a player. I put a player pretty high.
Who's
I put Jimmy Butler pretty high.
Okay.
I put Jimmy
Okay.
Butler pretty high. Just
Fair.
a little biased because
That's
of the
fair.
team, but he had a. You see the
Yes.
playoff run. I'm gonna put him high up there
For sure.
So I got LeBron as my 4th. If he wasn't, I would probably intertwine him with my 3rd. But I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt to the young guy on my 3rd, who y'all gonna see. So
Okay, for sure.
not much to say more about LeBron though. It's LeBron.
Yeah, it's Bron. It's Bron.
Sorry, like, I know 4 is low. It's LeBron though. Like, no, LeBron's my GOAT either way. So
Just disappointed we're talking about him out of the top 3. But yeah, I think for me, my 4 spot's Kawhi.
damn those numbers.
I don't really, like I said, I was just talking about it. Like, I don't really like the load management,
Yeah.
playing when I want to type of mentality. I think me and CJ, we had a conversation on camera about Zion too, where it's frustrating for me to see people like just goofing off and stuff and like just having fun, taking 200, 300 million. Like, I don't really, for me, just like as a man, bro, I'm not really with that. Like, I'm sure other men feel that way too. Just guys just kind of like being around. I don't really mess with that. But Kawhi's kind of been in the, like that for the last 2-3 years. He's kind of just been there, and I think he just needs to show his face more and be more attentive, but he doesn't need to prove shit. Like, I'm gonna be honest too.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He could retire tomorrow, and like it's okay. I think he's done what he's
Hall of
needed to
Famer?
do. Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna say y'all had LeBron's numbers up there, and I saw that. Damn, still at this age, putting up those numbers. Like,
Yeah,
I would have him
that's-
higher. Like, if
Yeah.
if it wasn't because who I'm gonna put number 3, who's like the younger guy, and I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt. LeBron
like,
top
Jimmy
3.
had a season,
If
for
not
sure.
top 2, top 2, top 1. If it wasn't for me boosting up Jimmy Butler, y'all gonna see where I have him.
Okay.
Surely. I gotta put Kawhi in the top 5 because he is skill wise.
Yeah,
Kawhi is top 5 for sure.
He be
still.
disappearing, bro.
To all transparency, he would be in my top 5. I just forgot about him.
Okay,
I
so
kinda
I was interested. I was like, who that can?
it was him.
That's
But,
fine, though.
He's not on my list, and I was like, I'm not gonna change it now. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, the fact that he didn't even come to mind, I was like, damn.
Yeah, bro,
But he
like-
is definitely one of the best small forwards in the league. When
Yeah.
healthy, when playing, even when he played in the playoffs and was like. Played that like one game?
Yeah,
he
bro.
had like 30.
40, yeah.
Oh,
or
it
something
was
like-
40.
It was like
Yeah,
a
he's
lot,
still-
bro.
so,
It was a lot.
that
It
was
was a
my
lot.
fault. But I think it's cool like giving other
Other
younger
players,
some
yeah,
shine.
dude.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that's what my list kind of was. But guess going into my 4,
Yeah.
it was
Let's see.
or is Jimmy.
Jimmy
Ah.
Butler.
Yeah, I have him a little higher.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you kind of spoke about him earlier. There's not really
Yeah.
much to say. Like, led y'all to finals appearance, and y'all weren't supposed to be there. And
Yeah.
he is like that guy for y'all. You know, I just think with me, he does exhaust himself so much in the playoffs to where he's kind of like having to do the things he is in the finals and
Yeah.
like, kind of like gas the whole time. But I mean, that's expected. Like, you played so many games, like how you're saying were there like 100 games deep by
Yeah,
that point.
yeah,
So
dude.
it's not his fault, but I just think I mean, he's a great player, like without a doubt. Top 5.
Yeah, bro,
I mean, obviously
like-
top 4 for me.
Yeah.
No
so
questions.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
But going into
Top 3,
question.
top 3, 3-man.
Three
is
man,
actually
three man.
who you had at your 4, and it's Braun.
You got Bron.
Yeah, I mean,
Same.
I mean, y'all
I
gonna
got
see. If
it.
it wasn't for who I have at number 3, it's LeBron.
yeah.
I could put the other player at number 4.
29 points, 8 rebounds, 7
Damn.
assists,
King
50,
James.
32, 77
chosen one.
splits. Broke the all-time record.
At age
Scoring,
38.
I feel like
Shooting
that's
50 from the field too. That's crazy.
32 from the
Efficient.
3. That's pretty good, bro.
Yeah,
LeBron
solid
was
from
not
the
a
3.
three-point shooter, so. But yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah, there's
LeBron is LeBron.
What
Yeah.
can you say about LeBron that hasn't been said?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, he's my 3 as well. I mean, I have things to say. I'm a Lakers fan. He's
That's right.
It's awesome to have him play for the Lakers. I never thought in my life I'd ever see him in a Lakers jersey, especially like pre-Mamba.
I'm
I
jealous.
guess
I miss
Death.
him on the Heat, bro.
I know. I even
Legendary
forget he played on
times,
the
yo.
Heat sometimes,
I forget
dude.
sometimes, and I'm like, oh shit.
Like
no.
he really did play on the Heat.
Repeat.
And you had like a Braun. Like you had
Yeah.
robot Braun on the Heat.
MVP, Bron.
Yeah, for
Damn,
sure.
how does that feel to have LeBron
Yo,
play for you?
that was insane, man. I remember seeing the one.
I
remember
have older
seeing-
Braun.
I mean, it's still LeBron though.
Yeah, but it's a
Y'all wanna
different
cheer?
version.
One of the
Yeah, it's a
only
different
games
version
I
now.
saw live when LeBron was at the Heat, he had a game-winning layup against the Magic. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I've seen Braun play a couple times.
I could
too.
look up that clip right now and be like, yo, I know it's that one.
I like seeing how, like, bro, just from a longevity standpoint, he even could be higher if you want, but the other 2 players are just undoubtedly like just the better small forwards in my opinion. But I think Braun is just crazy, bro. And again, he's going next year. Like it's not like he's not gonna be there next year.
You're 20, bro.
You know,
like,
Braun 21.
21.
Yeah, like he's going next year and he may go again. That's the thing that I just don't understand. Like, when are
Like,
you gonna stop
bro,
putting up 30,
longevity,
dude?
yeah.
Like you don't have to play anymore. But
You got
if
the
you want
scoring
to,
title already, bro. You
Yeah,
got the
dude, if you
scoring,
want to, cool.
You passed Kareem.
but you're always gonna be in the top 3 probably, dog, which is saying something.
Same.
So
Yep. Number 3, I got Jason Tatum.
Oh,
he's low.
Yeah,
that's
kinda
really low.
Cause y'all
really
don't see
low.
who I have in my top 2, but I got Jason Tatum. If it wasn't for
was a
LeBron,
wire.
I would probably
Don't
have
matter,
him
he'll pop up,
intertwined with
yeah.
LeBron. But averaging 30, like
That's too low,
he's
brother.
cold. Like I don't know, cause y'all gonna see. I got a
I'm
player.
a
y'all-
Lakers
you know who
fan.
you
Yeah, okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna spin it back.
That is
I
too
mean,
low, bro.
I got Jimmy Butler on my number 2 because he got past him. Like they got past
True.
who beat him in the playoffs.
True.
Like and like if
I
we take it
understand.
serious, like the Heat has beat Boston twice. Boston has beat the Heat once. Like and shit, we could have swept them if they wasn't folding, but. that series was scary. Jason Tatum had me terrified. I'm not gonna lie, he had me terrified. So I got him number 3, but I got Jimmy Butler number 2 because he's Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Buckets got us through the playoffs. Like, I haven't seen, like, he had the best playoff run out of every player. Like, if we talking about, if we had an MVP award for just the playoffs, you would give it to Jimmy Butler.
Oh, bro, for sure.
So, like,
sure,
I got Jimmy Butler as my second. Because
Always.
people, the fact that Jimmy Butler ain't making All-Star team this year and then still winning the playoffs like that, people sleep on him. So I got Jimmy Butler as my number 2.
Fair.
I don't got to say much about Jason Tatum. I don't got to say much about Jimmy Butler. So I can pass it back to y'all.
Okay, for sure.
Let's see what you got number 2.
I mean, for me, it's Kevin Durant. I don't really see.
Same.
Like, I mean,
Y'all got KD at 2. Y'all got
Man.
Jason Tatum at 1.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
but
Was he not
hold
the
on,
best
hold on,
small
hold on. We
forward
gotta
in
talk
the
about
league?
KD for
We
a
gonna
second.
talk
We gotta talk
about
about
KD.
KD.
We gotta talk about.
I mean,
I'm gonna talk
KD's
about KD too.
Yeah, KD's cool. I mean, I just don't understand. Again, he's a longevity player too. Somebody who's been in the league for a while, still putting up 30 a game on 50, 40, 90s. And yeah, man, I just don't see when KD's really slowing down. I mean, they're sure that he has injury concerns, but I'd even argue to say that through his injuries, he's even become a better player, just learning how to play differently and stuff like that. Because when he was younger, he used to try to dunk on people more. He doesn't really try to do that anymore, which I think is interesting. But yeah, KD's just KD, bro. At this point, it's kind of like a formality just to have him be one of the better small forwards in the league. He's just a 7-foot demigod, bro. There's not much to say about KD that hasn't already been said, but just to clear it up, bro, he's definitely a top 3 small forward in the NBA, and it's not 3. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Same. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just gonna echo what you
you
said.
rocking the jersey,
Yeah,
man.
let's
Yeah.
say, come on now, like,
Yeah.
stop playing with me.
Yeah,
you know what
I
I'm
know y'all
saying?
see
but,
it.
no, yeah, KD, bro, he's one of my favorite players of all time. He 3-level scorer. The only thing about him is the health, but when he's healthy, the best scorer we've ever seen,
Man.
arguably. You know
I
what mean?
would
So,
say so.
I mean, not much else to say. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
really have anything to say.
The Slim Reaper,
Yeah,
bro.
the one. He's easy money sniper.
Yeah,
Come on now.
dude.
And then number 1 for me is gonna be Jason Tatum.
Y'all got Jason Tatum number 1.
Yeah,
JT. Yeah, y'all want to talk about JT for a little bit?
Yeah, let's see it.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
I
like I,
hate him,
said, like
but-
I got him top 3 just because of the other 2. Because
Yeah,
I
guess
got
who's your one?
my number 1 is
It's
KD.
Durant.
I got
Okay.
KD at number 1.
So why'd you
'Cause
have KD
'cause
over Jason
KD's
Tatum?
unguardable.
Okay.
Like KD is just on another level. I feel like KD healthy. Like I feel like the Suns right now are the most dangerous team in the league.
Really?
I feel like if KD has a healthy year, if everyone stays healthy on the Suns and they put it like they still got Ayton, like they got a squad low key. If they get some depth, like who's a new? They got a new coach yet? I don't know who's coaching them yet.
Yeah, isn't it the
Who?
defense coach? Oh fuck, what's his name?
who? What new coach?
I don't know
Suns.
because I know. yeah, I don't know who they got as a coach. now.
Vogel?
Wasn't it Vogel? Yeah,
Did they
yeah.
get Vogel? Damn, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, it was Frank Vogel.
Yeah, I don't know if I like Frank Vogel, but I mean, he did win a championship with the Lakers. And
Thank
he
you
did,
guys.
Like,
I was like,
like
what
Vogel,
are y'all
like,
talking
I like,
about,
I,
dog?
like,
He
I
won
like,
it.
he's
Like, I
a good
definitely
coach.
know.
I personally just wouldn't like him on my team. I feel
Yeah,
like,
no,
I
no,
feel
I
like
got
after
you.
that championship, he didn't do much with the Lakers. He was a good coach in Indiana. I feel like just KD, unguardable
I get
player.
that.
Like he can pull up he can get you a bucket anywhere on the court.
For sure.
He's not really bad defensively. He
No.
can guard. Like he can guard up because he has that length, he has that quickness, and like offensively, he has the handle, he has the finishing, he has like
It's a good take.
he like yeah. I got KD number 1. I don't got much to. There's not much to say about KD. Like he's KD.
All right.
All right.
Like, I got JT
Yeah.
number 1. Like he deserves. Like I don't argue with it. I just personally I don't have him as that.
I just think JT again. Y'all can look at his stats on your own. But he plays usually. He tries to play every game of the season.
Yeah.
Which is cool just for me. When you're putting up 30 a game and you're playing 75 games, that actually means you're scoring 30 points a game.
Every game.
So that's something that's a pretty big deal. I want to say he led the league in total points scored last year. He's first team All NBA. I don't even like the Celtics, but I like JT in his
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
He also could have been a Laker, and we chose Lonzo Ball.
I hate the
So,
fact that he's on the Celtics.
it's just tough for me
Such a good
with all
player.
this Lakers stuff. But yeah, I mean, what can we say? I mean, JT's just, I think his progression too has been cool to see. If y'all don't know, like JT, he plays differently now than he used to. Like you can tell that I think since he really dunked on Braun, like it just seems like
that
he
changed
He's
him.
Yeah,
still
bro, like-
19. He's only 19.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
only
not like he's
19,
literally
dude.
he's bro. What? So yeah.
Yeah.
I just think
I mean, that's
JT, bro. What can we
enough
say?
said. First team All NBA, 30 points a game. I think he's the only Celtic to average 30 points.
Finals appearance as well.
Yeah, like he's
At
that
his
dude.
age,
Yeah.
he's pretty much their team for the next, like, I'd say like 8 years, bro.
Yeah.
like probably for another while, another
Yeah.
decade. So
I agree.
it's
So I
really
guess
cool to see.
going through the list.
The
we can
list, you
start
wanna-
out-
you wanna
start
yeah,
us
I'll
off?
start it off. 10-1.
Yeah.
My 10 is Chris Middleton. My 9 is MPJ. My 8 is OG Anunoby. My 7 is DeMar DeRozan. My 6 is Brandon Ingram. My 5 is Mikal Bridges. My 4 is Jimmy Butler. My 3 is LeBron. My 2 is KD. And my number 1 small forward of the 2022 and 2023 NBA season was Jason Tatum.
For sure. Man, that's a good list. My 10 was Chris Middleton. My 9 was McCall Bridges. My 8 was DeMar DeRozan. And my 7 was Brandon Ingram. My 6 was Paul George. My 5 was Jimmy Butler. My 4 was Kawhi. 3 was Bron. 2 was KD. And then 1 was the boy, Jason Tatum, man. I mean, what can I say? I mean, you did it, bro. Congrats. I'm
Okay,
saying the
okay.
Celtics are number 1 in this
Number
case,
one
bro.
player.
Yeah, and I got 10 Chris Middleton. I had 9. I had 2 players. I had either Mikal Bridges or Bojan Bogdanovic because
That's a good one.
I
That
couldn't
is a
pick
good
one
pick.
between them two. 8 I had Brandon Ingram. 7 DeMar DeRozan. 6 Paul George. 5 Kawhi Leonard. 4 and 3 I could have had interchangeable, but I have LeBron James, then Jason Tatum number 3, and then Jimmy Butler number 2. KD number 1, easy money sniper.
Easy
Yeah.
money sniper,
Good shit,
man.
boys,
yeah,
yeah.
dude. I think that's a wrap for that
Yeah,
segment,
I feel
man.
like
I
that's a
think
good
one.
yeah, that's a good one. I mean, I think the power forwards might even be harder.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be a tough one.
Like power forwards and centers. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to do these ones because these are the ones like I don't really know.
Yeah, like
And so like obviously Jokic and Embiid and Giannis.
For
like,
sure.
but,
Drop
like,
your list in
who
the comments,
else?
for
Yeah, drop it
sure.
in the comments, man. Like Lo said, man, it's been it's a cool little vibe right now, man.
Cool
I think
episode.
it's been cool.
We just shot all the free agencies and stuff yesterday because if we didn't, then this
Yeah.
would be like a 2-hour pod.
3-hour pause.
This
Yeah,
would've taken
bro.
me
Shout out to
Yeah.
y'all boys. Thanks for pulling up on me
course.
yesterday.
Yeah,
and,
anytime,
cooking it
anytime.
up.
Because I think
Always
this one's
here.
gonna be normal time. Or
Yeah,
like
an
around.
hour,
Yeah.
hour 10, yeah, something like that. So, yeah, if y'all like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If
course.
you have any topics y'all want us to talk about, leave them in the comment section below or hit us in our DMs or follow us on Instagram.
Follow the IG.
Yeah, it's 3-man weave.
Three man week.
Yeah,
weave.
for sure.
Go follow us there. I'll have it in the link in the description down
For
below. Like I said, if y'all enjoy these, keep showing us support.
Yeah,
We'll
for sure.
be
Show us that
recording-
love, man.
We're recording every Sunday or every Monday, and we're posting them every Sunday.
Hit the button if you want. Hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
For sure. Yeah, no, but we'll
Like,
come back with the power
comment,
forwards, I think.
subscribe.
Power forwards next episode.
It'll be interesting to see that list.
And
so.
then whatever happens in the basketball world, we're here to talk
Yeah,
about
for
it. So
sure.
we appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time.
For
Peace.
sure. Peace.
Peace.
3-man.
Three man,
3-man.
three man.
Bah, bah, bah.